Mind control. WEF technocrats openly plot to observe and track human thoughts with implants. What you say, do, buy, and sell is increasingly trackable through technology. Likely, the technology is actually further along than publicly acknowledged, as the technocrats tend to roll out controversial advances incrementally to slowly acclimate the slaves to their new reality. Duke University professor Nita Farahany, also at Davos, surveyed the current state of mind monitoring technology. Farahany's WEF talk featured a short accompanying narrated animation to help digest what unrelenting surveillance of the mind might mean for everyday life. The story centers around a fictitious dystopian techno-hell office in which the victim's boss monitors her brain activity to make sure she's doing her work and not fantasizing about sex with her coworker, given the policy against intra-office romance. Government agents later show up at the protagonist's workplace, commandeer every office worker's brain activity, and cull through it indiscriminately to look for synchronized brain activity between coworkers to see who was thinking what illegal thoughts. Normal people, who don't crave total control, don't casually discuss monitoring every human's brain activity 24/7 365 with no acknowledgement of the obvious risks of abuse. In 1949, after reading George Orwell's book 1984, Aldous Huxley penned a little-known letter to Orwell, explicating their analytical differences in their respective novels. Within the next generation, I believe that the world's rulers will discover that the lust for power can be just as completely satisfied by suggesting people into loving their servitude as by flogging and kicking them into obedience. Tell your congressman to sponsor a bill that forbids any type of mind control, manipulation, surveillance of the brain, and for other purposes, whether internally or externally, by anyone at any time, whether forced or implied. The penalty for each offense will be a fine of 50% of your wealth or a prison term of 5 years with no possibility of parole, or both. To tell your congressman that if they do not sponsor and vote in favor of this bill, you will vote against them at their next election, go to https://www.wearewethepeople.us/take-action.